Okay, new retro finds, starting with Super Mario 64, a game that we all know and love and grew up with. Well, sort of for me. Actually, I technically only ever played this at my friend's house or cousin's house. However, while I actually never owned the game growing up, I still have this as a core memory of my childhood, playing all the levels and remembering all the great music it had. Although I could tell you right now, this guy was full of crap, saying it wasn't honorable to throw him off, but then he'll turn around and do the same thing right back to you. But still, it was worth it to get the star at the end. Oh, and Koopa's a freaking cheater, bro. Look at this. Ridiculous. Even though I do own the Super Mario 3D All-Star for the Switch, I'm still happy to have this in my collection, because what's having an N64 without Super Mario? Speaking of Mario, next up we have Mario Party, the first one. The Mario Party games was a pretty big deal in my home. It was where all my friends and even my mother get really competitive. However, when we first started playing Mario Party, we started with 2 and we had 3 as well. So the original Mario Party never actually made it to my N64 collection. Until now. I can tell you so far all the mini games I've played are the same from the ones that I've seen in 2 and 3. But I'm happy to complete the original set for the N64. Next up we have Diddy Kong Racing. A very fun game that I used to play at my friend's house a lot. And yes, there are some stickers here. Look like they're from GameStop or something. But Diddy Kong Racing was a pretty unique game for the time. First off, I want to point out that you did have Conker on here before he was, bad for a day. And then there was also Banjo. But this racing game had a true adventure mode, with a world hub and an actual story for the game. Later on, games like Crash Team Racing would soon copy this. Which, by the way, I love Crash Team Racing. But anyway, not only could you use carts, but as you can see here, you can also use planes. Plus, there were also water boats. But another great part of the adventure mode was the boss races. At the time and even now, some people might say that Diddy Kong Racing was a much better game than Mario Kart 64. That's me. I'm some people. Okay, and next up we have Donkey Kong 64, the game that came with the expansion pack. So apparently the reason why you needed the expansion pack was because there was a memory bug that showed up in development and would cause the game to crash. But Donkey Kong 64 is a game that people either love or hate. For a few reasons. Most people didn't really care for the gameplay, especially when switching through all the Kongs, which I actually thought was kind of fun, but it was probably because it had an insane amount of collectibles. This game holds the Guinness Book of World Record of any platform game when it comes to collectibles. It has 3,821 collectibles. Look guys, I've never been a completionist, but if I were, I'm not doing that. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.